Welcome back, everybody. Night Sky here, and today we are going to bring you the third weather-inducing team on Pokemon Showdown. It has been a while since we've been on here. We usually do this once a week, but I was thinking about adding on Monday for the Pokemon Showdown. I was going to do Monday and Tuesday for Showdown, and then Thursday and Friday for Pokemon Uranium, since that's our other series right now. Anyway, I wanted to say happy late 4th of July. I hope you all had fun. That's why I did not end up being able to post yesterday. I was going to post late last night, but I got way too tired. And I'm just going to make it up by posting today. So, without further ado, let's look at the team. So, today we are going to be doing the Sandstorm team. And the first Pokemon I'm using on the team is this Excadrill right here. Excadrill with a Focus Sash with the Sand Rush ability, being his speed doubles in sand. I love abilities that do that, because you need that Pokemon that outspeeds everything. And that is Excadrill right here. Excadrill holding a 152 in his speed and a 252 in his attack. He's not very defensive or anything else, so he didn't really need it. He does have 361 in his HP, which is nice, so he's living attacks. But with 250 times 2 with a 500 speed, he's outspeeding everything. Honestly, I have 104 IVs left, so I'm going to put the remaining 104 in his HP, making it a whopping 387. And then he is Adamant Nature with Earthquake, Iron Head, Shadow Claw, and Swords Dance, just in case I want to try to set up with that sash. The next Pokemon we are going to be using is Mega Tyranitar. And Mega Tyranitar with Sandstream makes just the sand pop up automatically, which is nice. And then he has Crunch, Dragon Tail, Ice Punch, and Rock Slide. So you got good moves to get rid of setup Pokemon and coverage moves. With a 164 base attack with 252 Adamant, he has a 469 attack stat, which he is dealing damage. And with a 150 non-invested defense, he has a 336 defense. And with 96 and a 120 special defense, he has a 300 special defense. So he is living a bunch of things. He honestly has still some stat points remaining too. So we're just going to throw 4 in his HP and the rest in his special defense. So he has a 339 special defense and a 342 HP stat. He is living anything and everything, and able to set up that sand. For the next sand setter, I chose Hippowdon. Now, Hippowdon holding a Normalium Z and the Sandstream ability as well. My Hippowdon has Ice Fang, Stockpile, Slack Off, and Earthquake. Now, Slack Off to regain HP, Stockpile, because I'll stockpile if I can live another attack, stockpile again, and then until I'm at a point where I don't outspeed and I can't live another attack, I'll Z-stockpile, full health, and start just raining havoc with Earthquake or Ice Fang. Now, he has 252 in both of his defenses, so a 335 defense and a 243 special defense, which isn't so great. But then he has 4 in his attack, trying to make him do some damage after his defense is set up. And he is just a serious nature, but I'm going to make him Adamant so he can do more damage instead. For my next Pokemon for the Sandstorm team is a reoccurring Pokemon, because he is very great in weather teams, in teams in general, just depending on if you need him to be that filler in, he is good there. I highly recommend using this Pokemon to a lot of people, and I'm just going to go Starmie. Now this Starmie build, on the other hand, doesn't really have to deal with rocks. Rocks isn't really doing anything to anybody here, and neither is Toxic Spikes as much. Toxic Spikes only hits Tyranitar, Hippowdon, and Garchomp. Celesteela and Excadrill don't have to worry about it. He is holding Thunderbolt, Psychic, Ice Beam, and Scald, with the Natural Cure in the Assault Vest, so he can live some more attacks. He is both defensive and special defensive a little bit, but he's way more special defensive now because of the Assault Vest. He has a 252 plus Modest Nature in his special attack, so he has a whopping 328, special attack with a 252 in his speed to give him a whopping 329 in his speed. If you guys like, I don't run him with the rapid spin, but if you feel the need to run him with the rapid spin, you can get rid of one of these moves and run in place and get the rapid spin. Probably the Thunderbolt. For the sake of this video, I will not be running it. I like the coverage too much. For the 5th Pokemon, I'm running a Garchomp. Now this is a Choice Scarf Garchomp with a Sandveil. So my Choice Scarf Garchomp has a 303 speed already, but then Choice Scarf gives it a 1.5 on that speed. The Sandveil ability makes it so that his evasiveness is up to 1.25, so that is also very nice. And then his moves are Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Aqua Tail, and Fire Fang. They're all really good moves for coverage. They all work really well on a Garchomp, especially because the Garchomp is physical with a 252 adamant nature on his attack, so he has a 394 attack, 4 in the special defense, to up his special defense, and then, yeah, the 303 plus 1.5 speed. For the last Pokemon, I have chosen Celsteela. Now, Celsteela is a monster in OU, and I made a little bit more offensive / kind of defensive Celsteela, giving him 250 in both of his defenses, and a 344 special attack plus modest nature, and then he has a 168 EVs in his speed to give him a 200 speed stat, because I used the move Automize, and it raises the speed by 2. So after one Automize, you're outspeeding pretty much you're outspeeding the Greninja again. I always come back to the Greninja, but you're outspeeding the Greninja again, and then you're hitting with a Giga Drain and getting some of that health back. You can set up a Leech Seed if you can. Go for a Flamethrower. I think he gets the Stockpile. Let's see. He does not get the Stockpile. I was wrong. I don't know what he gets. He does get, like, the Iron Defense. He does get the... not the Calm Mind, I guess, either. Wow. But, I like him with the Leech Seed. Whoops. Sorry. The Leech Seed. Because Leech Seed's just a nice get health back move. You could run him with more coverage or whatever. This is going to be a hard first battle. Hoop on Bound's going to be kind of difficult. The Azelf. Celsteela he is running to. And the Kyurem Ice. It's just going to be very difficult. I'm going to start my lead off with the Hippowdon, because I like having the Hippowdon first. I'm expecting the Azelf to come out first. Is Marshadow even unbanned? You can use Marshadow? I didn't even know that either. Well, I'm starting out with the Hippowdon. I expected the Azelf. That's okay. I'm expecting to be able to set up, really. Ooh, he goes for a taunt. That was nice. Nice taunt. Nice first turn taunt. I'll just start Ice Fanging then. And my Ice Fang missed. Wow. What is it? What is life? You got that 5% chance of miss and you get it. And he's going for the explosion, but that's not enough to take out Hippowdon. My Hippowdon here is a tank. So he's living everything. And the taunt did wear off, so perfect. Perfect. Who is he going to switch into next? I'm just going to start this timer. Oh, it is started. Have that timer going off real quick. And he goes into this. So I'm going to switch into my Starmie. Just because my Starmie is the Celesteela destroyer in a sense, if he can make it happen. Let's see, he's going for a Giga, which was a crit, and my Starmie does live everything, but boom, hit that Celesteela with the Thunderbolt, and that's okay. I will gladly take the other Giga Drain and call it good. Now I'm going to switch into my Garchomp. Garchomp's going to take the rocks real quick. And Garchomp's going to go for a Fire Fang. Hoping for that enough to be able to take out that Celesteela with that Choice Scarf. You're not outspeeding this Garchomp right here. He's a boss. Good luck. He's going to send in next We will see here. This is actually my first time using a Choice Scarf Garchomp. I actually don't really like using Choice Band or Choice Scarf Pokemon in general, to be honest. He's sending out the Kyurem, which I'm kind of scared of the Kyurem. I could have a better move off of this. I'm just going to hard switch back into my Hippowdon because I am okay with losing the Hippowdon if I do. He goes for the Z-Power move, going for Sub-Zero Slammer, trying to just real quick take out my Garchomp here, but that's not going to happen. And then I'm going to switch into my Excadrill. And my Excadrill is just going to go for, I don't know if they all have Levitate. Just go for an Earthquake. I don't know if, I can't remember if Marshadow or Hoop-Unbound, no, Hoop-Unbound's holding Magician. Well, then the Marshadow is holding Levitate. So I guess we will see. He is not, and he's not able to take the Earthquake enough. Goes fighting. I expected the Shadow Sneak. Another Earthquake, though, taking out the Marshadow. And he just left. This Sandstorm team, honestly, if you don't have the right thing or the right thing to counter it, because, not every team wins all, it is doing phenomenal. I tweaked this, a couple days ago. I had it built already, and I was like, you know what? I know a couple Pokemon that would make this team a little better. And I threw them in, and oh my gosh. The team is just doing so good. Here goes the next battle with a Tapu Koko, Marshadow, Landorus, Mega Mawile, Tapu Fini, and a Latios. Like we start every battle. Excuse me. We're going to be doing Hippowdon. YOLO. I'm just kicking up some sand, and I'm just going to go for an Ice Fang, because Ice Fang hits everything, really, and if it hits this, it hits it super effective. Ooh, why are you flying? Whatever, I'll just stockpile. You flew, and it missed. Great. Fly again. Go for it. You got it. You'll hit this time. Yeah. Going for another stockpile. And I'm going to just EQ this Tapu real fast. You're holding the leftovers, though. Yeah. Now I'm going to go for a Z stockpile after this. Getting stockpile up and getting full health. Going to go for an Earthquake. Going to go for another Earthquake. Actually, fuck it. I'm going to go for an Ice Fang. And then we're going to go back to the Earthquake. I was expecting a Shadow Sneak. Spectral Thief, you get my... Wow, you get my defenses, huh? Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to switch out into Starmie, and then I'm going to switch back into my Hippowdon, so the Hippowdon gets the Sandstorm up. I did not expect him to switch out of that Marshadow. I do not know why he did. I couldn't stockpile anymore, though, because of one thing. Switches into the Tapu. The Tapu should be able to take it out. Either way. Well, Tapu Koko, not Tapu Fini. Switches into Tapu Koko. But he switches back out. Switches into Eolo. which is okay. I'm just going to go for Nice Fang, but I expect the fly, because this guy is playing really weird, actually, and I don't know what to think of it. Sorry, guys. Goes for a Smackdown. Well, I go for a Nice Fang, and don't get a bunch off. I could get it good on the dice roll, but you could just switch it to his Tapu Fini, and not really worry about losing EOLO. Which he does, and I'm going for another Ice Fang, hoping to get a freeze. No freeze. I'm going to switch back into my Starmie. Eat up the Moonblast. And I'll try a Thunderbolt. I'm expecting a switch into somebody else. But no switching into anybody else. I'm going to switch back into Hoopadan to get the sand up. And here goes the switch into Tapu Koko. Excuse me, sorry. And I'm going to go for a Slack Off. I expect a switch if he's not going to try anything. But come on. 26% health, you should try something. Slack Off, get some health back. You take Sandstorm and Friends. And I'm going to just go for an EQ. Because I didn't expect that to kill. EQ, enough to take out the Tapu Fini. And I got rid of one Pokemon. We went through all that trouble just for one of our Pokemon to drop. Nice. But, out comes Lando. I haven't even got to see the other two appear. But Mawile is appearing. I'm going to go for an EQ, hoping that's enough to destroy. Boom! Crit hit, Earthquake. That was enough to destroy. I expect like a raging, but we will see. I don't know. Nope, he didn't decide to rage. But that's okay. We're going to just go for another EQ. The crit didn't even... It just made it all. Life happen. Everything. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Just stuff. But the sand is done, and we're just going to switch into Tyranitar to get the sand back up. And just hard switch back into my Starmie, because Starmie needs to not let the other ones die. Now I'm going to go for an Ice Beam, but I know, yeah, that's the end of Starmie. I don't know who to switch into. I'll switch into Garchomp. I expect you to switch, though. I expect you to switch, but if I go for the Earthquake and you don't switch... But if you switch into Tapu Koko, if you are up to speed... Yup, there it goes. And the Tapu is out. Which is very saddening for me, because you're just going to go for a different move. But, Excadrill. Excadrill, go for an Iron Head. Actually, Excadrill, go for a Swords Dance. Get that free Swords Dance up real quick. Boom. Yeah. I don't care about your Intimidate, buddy. Oh, and while we're at it, Shadow Claw. Ooh, EQ enough to take out my Excadrill. No! Wow, that was actually some big stuff happening there. Going into Tyranitar, though. And just going to Mega, go for a Ice Punch. Whatever I'm hitting is okay. Boom, that's enough to take out the Latios. Thank you very much. Now what's coming in next is beyond me. I trumped Tapu Koko if it can't one-hit me. I trump Elo, which is okay. So I'll just go for another Ice Punch, but I was expecting a switch. You'll be able to live this Supersonic Strike. Come on. Thank you. He tried. That's okay. Ice Punch is taking you out. Now we're 3-2, but anything can happen, and it is still anybody's game. It's anybody's game if I have 6 Pokemon and he has 1 Pokemon. It is always going to be anybody's game. But I'm going to go for a Crunch, hoping to live that close combat, but I did not. So I'm going to switch into my Garchomp, and Garchomp's going to go for EQ and hopefully win the rest of the game. If he doesn't switch, Garchomp should be able to take out the Marshadow. If he switches, it should be able to one-hit the Tapu Koko. So I put him in a tight spot here. Boom, out comes this. And then Garchomp just has to live this attack. That is all. It just has to live. Or if I outspeed, but I think I outspeed. So Garchomp, EQ, it lived. It goes for hidden power, but then that's game. That's game. GG, my friend. GG, my friend. GG. GG. That was a really good battle. I really enjoyed that battle. And let's see for... Alright. Holding a Venusaur, Marshadow, Greninja, Smeargle, Magneton, and a Tyranitar in itself. So he's going to be pulling up some Sandstorm for me too. Sweet. So this is kind of... I don't know. He could probably pull it off, especially with Marshadow, Greninja, and Venusaur. But, I'm just going to start Hippowdon. But I'm expecting the Venusaur to be a Mega. And I'm expecting a Dark Void from this thing. So I'm just going to go EQ. Or Spore. In comes the Greninja. You're trying to just Spore, go out to Battle Pond, aren't you? Aren't you? Do it. I eat up the Scald. And anything you send out does not eat up a Thunderbolt anyway. Whoops, I did not mean to do that, but whatever, we'll just keep it out. But the Dark Pulse. And it is a Bandle Bonded Greninja. I'm going to switch out to my Celesteela. And just go for a quick Giga anyway. Giga Drain doing enough to gain my health back. Gonna go for another Giga Drain. You could do more damage than I'm going to gain back. So, unless you want to keep the Greninja alive, but I'm holding the Automize that you do not know about. Goes into the Magneton. That's okay because I'm just going to... Oh, but yeah. I don't know if you're holding the magnet pull. That's okay then, I'll just go for a Flamethrower, screw it. I don't know, man. What do you want me to do? Yeah, switch it up out on. Jeez. I was like, what is this invalid choice stuff saying? Like, I've never heard of that. But, alright then. I'll just switch into Hippowdon and have Hippowdon go for Earthquake. Oh, but the Magnet Rise on the Magneton. Anyway, that's okay. I'll just Ice Fang. Hopefully to get a Freeze Hex. I just really wanted to stand up. So, that's okay. Gonna go for another Ice Fang. Hippowdon goes down. Switch into my Tyranitar. Gonna Mega and go for a Dragon Tail. Eat up the Flash Cannon and get that Magneton out of here. So, Venusaur comes out and really, whatever he wants to do to this thing, I don't care. You're going to Leech Seed. Cool. In that turn, I'm going to Automize, and I'm just going to become fast. What, I'm not going anywhere? Alright. And I'm going to Flamethrower. That's Smeargle. Smeargle's gaining life, but that's okay. I'm just going to Giga Drain the rest of Smeargle's life away, just to get some health off, and then get some health, or get the Beast Boost and get some health onto my Celesteela. Now out comes the Marshadow, probably with the Shadow Sneak, but that's okay. I'm probably just going to Giga this thing too, and just gain health back. Spectral Thief, you're taking my Beast Boost and my speed. The most broken thing alive. That is the most broken Pokemon move ever. Ever. But that's okay. I'm just going to switch into my Mega Tyranitar and throw out a Crunch real fast. And Force Palm just enough to take out the Mega Tyranitar. I'm going to switch into my Excadrill and go for an Earthquake. You definitely probably outspeed, especially with the ×2 speed. I'm sashed. Hopefully the Earthquake would hit. Beautiful. Ooh, Water Shuriken, priority. Yep. Earthquake taking out the Greninja. Now it's up to Garchomp, and all I can do is Earthquake. But, I don't think that's going to be enough to take out the Venusaur. But the Giga Drain missed. And we're just going to go for another Earthquake. Hopefully I get a crit. If I get a crit, this battle's all luck. Nothing. Giga Drain. Getting some of his health back. Going for another Earthquake. Taking out the Venusaur. I expect that to have some good stuff, though. Going for an Earthquake. Taking out the Tyranitar. And going for an Earthquake because I outspeed. Garchomp. See, stuff happens. Stuff just happens. He raged. He said no. How did that happen? He had me on the ropes, and like I said, it can always be anybody's game. Especially with Garchomp out there. Oh my lord. Garchomp, you have just became one of my most favorite Pokemon. You're definitely on my top 10 list for Pokemon I love. Arcanine and Typhlosion are on that list, but definitely Garchomp, you are on there. Dragonite, Flygon, you're all OGs in my heart. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the Sandstorm team and the third team for the weather-inducing team. We went through Rain Dance, we went through Sunny Day, and now we went through Sandstorm. The last team we're going to be doing, obviously, is Hail. None of them I am running a cast form, that's just a joke. But, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you have any questions or comments, please, comment down in the comment section below. And also, if you want to see more, Pokemon Showdown teams and stuff, and if you want to give me ideas, you can just leave them down in the comment section down below, and please subscribe. If you also want to see more Pokemon Uranium, please also do so. Anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed the video, so until next time, Night Sky out, peace.